and look at this campus. So this campus decided to focus on Think, Pair, Share as their instructional priority. They had a current document for that instructional priority of Think, Pair, Share that it told teachers exactly how to do that strategy, that instructional strategy, and exactly why they were doing that. So they already had that in place. They also already had their classroom observation system in place. So they were regularly visiting classrooms, but they still saw that they weren't meeting those goals that they wanted to meet. So the first two were already in practice. And then that last one, how we will reach our goal, was something new that the leadership team put together for clarity. So how they were going to reach their goal was something they wanted to share with all of their staff, right, to get on the same page. So they wanted to meet this urgent goal. So they developed this new document with that clear response to that tier 1 instruction. So remember that tier 1 is going to help all of your students in every classroom. So the most that you can do in this area moving forward is going to ensure that all of your students are learning. All right, so let's take a deeper dive into exactly what this document shared. So they made it a big deal. They use this flyer to communicate their new focus, their area of focus, and it was a come roll with me campaign, right? You'll notice on here that they were very clear with the expectations of what they were going to expect. They told them where they were going and where they were coming from, right? You see that goal of how they wanted to increase from 15% to 75% and when they were going to be doing that. So it started on February 7th and it was going to maybe not conclude on March 8th, but they were going to have some type of check-in on March 8th to see how they were doing with that progress. It also gave them a roadmap, right? How will they get there? It told them exactly what they were going to do as a teacher in order to get there. So it told them exactly what to expect that was coming up and how they were going to receive support. And it also told them exactly what to do in that journey, right? They were going to collaborate and plan for Think, Pair, Share. They were going to participate in some learning and some workshops. They were also going to have some accountability by sending some calendar invites to the leadership team, right? So knowing that they were going to have this accountability makes everybody come on board and come together, right? So then they followed it up, right, with that professional learning. So really looking at what does that professional learning look like? So let's think about what that would look like at a systems level. So there was a micro workshop that they provided to all staff. They did this after school. It started with that flyer, right? Really portraying where the data stood, that review of that data and where they were going, and the why and the how of Think, Pair, Share. Why are we focusing on this particular strategy, right? What is it about this strategy that's going to get us where we're going? Then they went into 20 minutes of learning stations on that strategy where they got to learn from some teachers who were implementing this strategy regularly in their classroom. So that way they're learning from each other and they can ask, it builds capacity, right, within your teachers. And then they came back whole group. And that was that accountability where they were sending those calendar invites and they were really planning for when this is going to take place. And they were able to do an exit ticket to really reflect on, do I need more support on this? And I could ask for more support, but also I'm going to plan for that action. When exactly am I going to do this strategy? And they're going to invite their admin and their coaches to come see them.
Allison, I just have to comment right there because I've seen you supporting some campuses recently where the exit ticket was used like by leaders to like immediately do sorting to see which teachers which need which support. I just had to like shout out that's just such a great practice. Not only are you modeling what you want them to do with students, but as a leader, you know who needs which support increased or moved over here right now. I love that idea.
Yes, and it's so powerful to show that you're in this together, right? Like that it's progress over perfection, that we want to help you, right? We're in this kind of moving in the same direction.